Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Chronicles of Gamers. This is a podcast where we love to explain our love-hate relationship with video games, and I'm, of course, your host with the most, Efocutioner. Hey, I'm gonna let the music just play. So, I do have a fan who's really digging my voice, so I'm gonna keep singing, but not this time though, because this is like a little bit serious. I'm trying to get everything ready. Welcome to the Chronicles of Gamers podcast. This is episode 119, episode 119 of 119 episodes. Let's go. And as I said before, this is a podcast where we love to explain our love-hate relationship with video games. So, this week, oh man, actually, what was it? Resident Evil anniversary. So, I want to give a quick shout out to that. I'm going to be streaming Resistance more. I might dedicate like maybe a 6-hour stream. That's the longest I'll ever go. I'm not doing 12. I would have to actually be making money for me to go 12. But yo, Resistance, 6 hours when the Resident Evil Resistance anniversary pops up. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. I think the anniversary already popped up though, so I don't know. But I am thinking about doing that. But there is some topics that I want to talk about. So enough about Resistance, enough about the anniversary of Resident Evil. Stocks are still on hold. I haven't forgot. And NFTs, we got to talk about that too. I have a little theory on NFTs, but I am actually researching that, and I think that's going to be great, especially for indie game developers. So I'm looking at you. If you make indie games, this is your time. If you're an artist, this is your time. If you're a composer, oh man, because these are things like you guys, I've always been worried about that too. Like, how do you sell your stuff without people copying your stuff? NFTs is the answer. NFTs is the way. But I think I might dedicate an episode to that sooner than the stock thing. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, let's get into this. So, where my button at?
Breaking news!
Let me switch over. Okay. So, I just found this out. I'm actually kind of sad. Do I have sad music? I guess this is technically the saddest I can go. So, PlayStation 3, PS3, PS Vita, PSP. So, the PlayStation Network servers that are attached to these wonderful devices, they're shutting down. It's ending. And they'll be ending around July 2nd. Let me make sure. So the gamer.com actually reported this. Yeah, July 2nd. These stores are going to start closing. Well, at least the PSP and the PS3 stores are closing July 2nd. The PS Vita store will stay open until August 27th. And then after that, that's it. You'll no longer be able to purchase digital copies of games or DLC for those consoles. It's a very sad time, so I was like, damn. It's like, why PlayStation? Why you gotta do that to us? So yeah, July 2nd for PSP, PS3, and of course, August 27th for PS Vita players. Now, of course, this sparked some outrage. Gamers were mad. You know, the Dores were flying all over the internet. For me, I was just like, I don't know why y'all surprised. So, but it was just very interesting. I get it though. You know, at this point, everyone's moved on to the PlayStation 4 and the 5. Not many people besides maybe a small handful of us are playing with the PlayStation 3. Even now, I know I haven't bought anything recent. Let me take that back. I actually had bought some PS3 DLC recently. But that was like back in January. So, and that was for a game that I was already playing. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to play more of the DLC. It was Drakengard 3 that I bought the DLC for. I'm actually going to buy the rest of it anyway. So this is kind of nice. But the internet kind of reacted. The interneted, and let me switch over to this. So for my audio people, I will read it. So Jason Schreier pretty much sent a tweet saying, "Capitalism brain makes this seem like a logical decision." You know, put in parentheses, well, duh, they're losing money. But it seems to me that the console makers have an ethical obligation to maintain and preserve video game history. If operating storage is too costly, make these games playable as elsewhere. And, you know, I had to think about that. I was like, damn, preservation of history. Preservation of video games. Because there are some games that are on the PlayStation 3, like Killzone. How many people have really played Killzone? Especially now. Even though I think this would be a great opportunity for Killzone to just come out and make there was a... Now, I'm just a really huge Killzone fan, so that's kind of why I said it. And I would love for there to have been a PS4 or PS5 copy. But this is the tweet I actually want to showcase. Well, this is like James. This is Stephanie Sterling's tweet. They kind of talked about like, you know, piracy and stuff like that. But I think this is the funniest tweet for my video people. You can see it. Audio people, I'll explain it. So for those that haven't seen the Eric Andre show, highly recommend it. It's extremely funny. Like that show is hilarious. But there is a part of the show where Eric Andre actually shoots his like co-host. And he kind of made it as a joke of like, you know, who shot Hannibal? You know, because Hannibal Buress is also on that show. So there's this funny picture that says like game industry, you know, it's Eric Andre, and then you got preservation, Hannibal Buress, and then the game industry is shooting preservation, and then they say piracy is a big problem. And I thought that was funny, you know, I'm like, I get it, you know, ha 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 ha. I was like, yo, oh, this is hilarious for the preservation. So here's my thing about this though. I never really saw the whole preservation angle. Like I never really thought about it. Because to me, Sony kind of already showed that they didn't really care about backwards compatibility. Like for the PS1 to PS2, it made sense because a lot of the hardware was just easily transferable. Most stuff was on disc. A lot of the wires they used, it could also be used on the PlayStation 2. So it made sense money-wise for them, like to make their console the way they did for the PS1 to PS2. Like it wasn't really that huge of a difference. And then especially with DVD being like the winner of, at the time there was I forgot what the other one was, but it was between that and DVD ended up being a winner, and DVD was also allowed to play CDs, which is what PlayStation 1 games were built off of. So it was just like, oh, hey, you know, you could play your PS1 games on PS2. So it was just like when I went and did the history of it, because it was just like, man, why did PlayStation stop doing it when they did that? And it was just like, oh man, they just saved money. that was it. So it was like, damn. Let me see if I can find my button. Can I find my button? Yo, I gotta remember where I put this. I gotta remember where I put the what the hell button. I'm like hella upset. Because this is definitely a what the hell moment. But it was also a what moment. So it was just like, yeah, logically it was just Sony saving money. And I'm like, damn, so that's the only reason we got backwards compatibility. Now, when it comes to the PS3, you could still play PlayStation 2 games. But once again, it was just like, Blu-ray could also play DVDs and CDs. So it was just like, it was just like, we got lucky that Blu-ray ended up being the winner versus the HD DVD at this point. It's like one of those things where you just go back and you like look and you just be like, oh, we just got fucking lucky with this shit. And we were able to do it with like just a quick download, a quick little, upgrade to our PS3s. And it's just like, oh man, that's so nice. So looking back, it was just like, damn, I don't really think they cared about backwards compatibility. In my opinion, it seemed like they didn't care about backwards compatibility. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm not even really upset. I'm at the point where it was just like, why don't we just all fucking download the games that are not on the PlayStation 4 or up? And we know those games are not on PlayStation now. Like, I think the whole point of them shutting this down and telling you to get your games and stuff like that, it's just, I feel like they're trying to make that push for, like, hey man, we got PlayStation now, just in case you still want to play these old games. But at the same time, I'm like, why don't we just all download our shit? You know what I mean? Like, let's just download it. Fuck it. Let it go. I'm downloading my shit right now. Like, this is what I'm going to do, right? I am going to go buy the rest of Drakengard's 3 DLC for their story, for the sisters. Then, I'm also going to buy some DLC for Asura's Wrath. I wish Asura's Wrath had continued to be on there, but I'll find the game, but I'm going to have the DLC. And then there's a few other games that I know that are not on the PS4 and the PS5. I'm just going to re-download them, put it on my hard drive, save it, and call it a fucking day. And at this point, like, I think this should be an incredible time because, like, think about it this way, right? This is a great moment to now, and I'm thinking money-wise, to go out, buy a used PS3 or a PSP or a PS Vita, and you hop that bad boy online and you look, like, Google all the games that people really want to play, but they're not on, like, PS Vita or, you know, it's only on the PSP or it's only on the PS Vita. It's not on any on the PS4 or the 5 or something like that. And just download those bad boys. And then you know what you should do? You should sell it. You should just sell the motherfucker. Like, think about it this way. PT is still fucking expensive. People are still willing to pay as much as a PlayStation 5 that have PT on their fucking PS4. You could make, it's like, you could sell a $500 console, $600 console of just PT. At one point, before Scott Pilgrim came out, my Scott Pilgrim hard drive, like, cause I had it on the 360, that was worth at least $200. And I didn't even have the Knives Child. If I had the Knives Child, I would have had 400 plus. Like, it was that bad. People were buying these things. Like, I think this is fantastic. Yo, fuck this shit. Let's go, man. This is easy money at this point. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Yo, you want to shut this down and you're giving me time to buy this shit? All right, cool. I'm going to spend this money. I'm going to go get this new console. I'm going to put it on there. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to make my money. Call it a day. I'm done. Bye. Deuces. At the same time, I also don't blame piracy because it's just like, yo, man. Like, I don't want Sony to complain about piracy. They really shouldn't. And then, but last but not least, though, they are putting their games on PC. So hence, once again, this is a huge PC push. So this is why we should all be happy that Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be on PC. This is also a great reason why God of War is going to be on PC. So, hey, guess what, guys? Now we're going to have shit on PC. Kingdom Hearts is literally coming out on PC. Hey, man, not only is it going to be free modding, but at least we'll have the game forever. So in my mind, I'm like, hey, man, thank you. Thank you, Sony. You know, at this point, like, this is how I see it. Like, look, I get it. I want to be like Preservation 2, but I'm like, hey, man, fuck you. I'm going to make a quick buck. I'm definitely about to do that. I'm not going to let you know how it goes, just in case motherfuckers are listening. Sony Computer Entertainment. But, I mean, you brought this on your damn self by closing your shit down. So, fuck it. Supply and demand. I'm going to meet it. Can't get mad at me. You shutting it down. You don't put these games on anywhere else. Free money for me. Hey! All right. Anyways, though, there's another topic I really want to talk about.
Breaking news!
Let me pull this bad boy up. So, The Sun, this horrible UK tabloid of a thing, did this survey. And this is, you know what's funny? Is that people are bitching and complaining about what this survey did. And this survey was back in 2017. 2017, folks! May 22nd, 2017. It is 2021, and the internet blew up about this. So, they did this survey asking kids, what the fuck age? Does it even really matter the damn age? So, for my audio people. Yeah, they just asked a bunch of kids, like, top 10 jobs kids want. Right, what the fuck? Here we go. So, top 10 jobs kids want, right? So kids pretty much said number one job is a YouTuber. Number two is a blogger and a vlogger. Do you see? That's how I knew this shit was old. Because I'm like, you don't see streamer being number one? Streamer's not number one? Excuse me?
What?
I was like,
It's spooky.
and I had to double check the date. And that's why I was like, oh, 2017. It was like, Twitch didn't blow up yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's popular, but it ain't blow up yet. Like, we're still in that small little PewDiePie era. And Markiplier and all them fucking YouTubers. So it was just interesting to see. Number one is YouTuber, and then number two is blogger and vlogger. I'm like, I think that should have been number three. But then you see number three is like musician and singer. Number four is actor. Number five is filmmaker. Number six is doctor, nurse. Number seven is, by the way, I'm not even going to mention the percentage, but the percentages are just like, they're way over 100%. So I'm kind of curious, where the fuck, who studied math? Someone should have did mathematician at this point. This is why I say, like, the sun is horrible. Either way, though, I found this hilarious. Like, I find this hilariously funny because people were getting upset and saying, like, oh no, the children want to be YouTubers. And I'm like, why? What? So what? I mean, when I was a kid, I literally had no idea what I wanted to be when I grow up. I had no idea. Not one bit. I didn't figure out what the fuck I wanted to be until college. I didn't even have that luxury. And I know there's some kids that may not have that same luxury too. Some just want to be a rapper. Some want to be an actor. Some want to be a designer, a computer programmer. You don't really fucking know. And I'm going to be honest with you. Kids these days, like, when you speak to them, you ask them, you're like, why don't you want to do these type of jobs? Like, why don't you want to be... You know what they say? They say, like, they don't want to do super stressful jobs that get yelled at by people that they themselves find as smart as them or smarter than them, and they're doing like menial tasks, and they're just like, fuck this, and they rather just try to make money by doing the TikTok and the YouTube and the streaming thing, because they said, like, at least I'm doing something that I love and I'm passionate about. Like, kids these days are looking more at the passion side of things versus the money side of things. It's like, they're like, yeah, we want money, but they're like, we don't want to like do what our parents did. Like, I remember I asked my nieces and nephews, and they were just telling me, like, why the fuck would I work a part-time job? That's stressful ass shit. I remember my nephew told me he didn't even like working a part-time job. He ended up working for some bigger company and everything. So it's just hilarious, like, hearing, like, when kids tell you these things, and it's just like, man, they not wrong. I wish someone had told me that. But it's just like, I didn't know about it. But I think being a streamer is actually pretty decent. I don't think you can make a career off of streaming, but I think you can make yourself opportunity into becoming a actor or a writer or even a lawyer. Like, you can be a lawyer and a streamer or a YouTuber. Like, you can take the knowledge you learn and you can share that on YouTube. And then guess what? You're a YouTuber and you're a lawyer. Bada bing, bada boom, free money off of that, right? You can learn computer programming and then take the knowledge that you learn from your programming and your classes, throw that on YouTube to help people, and guess what? Now you're known as that. And now you can build off of that. You can build a career off of that. You can build a career off of YouTube and making fucking what you want to make. You can be a doctor and be on YouTube and help people also be doctors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that. Or you can learn about stock markets and then, put information on YouTube and then make money from YouTube, and also learning about the stock market. And then you can become an expert at that. It's just kind of nice. You can do the same thing on TikTok. I've seen fucking professors do that shit on TikTok. So it's just interesting. I think more people should do it. I think the sun is, I guess they're trying to scare people into thinking, oh no, kids don't want to do the hard work. But I'm just like, I find this shit funny. This episode is just a lot of funny shit. Where is my laugh? I didn't get like the comments and stuff like that. I should though. But it's just hilarious. Because like people were really, it was just funny. A lot of this shit is just funny. I get a lot of my stuff from Twitter because Twitter just makes it's hilarious being on Twitter half the time, especially for the video game industry. And I know there's more important, and especially about what IGN kind of did recently, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later. Anyways, last topic, breaking news.
Breaking news!
even though it's not news. This is just me laughing. Anyways, though, we are officially at the... Where the fuck is my button at? We are officially at the Speculation Station. It's brought to you by the Power of Triangles. So AR, or Arc Stranger YT, literally sent a tweet saying that somebody knows what's going to be on the E3 Nintendo Direct Showcase. All of this is speculation. And you know how much I love the Speculation Station. So we're gonna do this real fast. I want this to be a funny. Want this to be a funny episode. Speculation Station. So for my audio people, I'm gonna read it. So AR Stranger YT, or a random stranger, pretty much says, LMAO, seriously, whoever made this must be daydreaming about this shit, because there's no fucking way we can get that many big games in a single direct. That the most I could see in this E3 direct, but even then, that's a stretch. So let me read the anonymous post that he posted from. I think this is from. Where is this from again? Oh, sorry. This is from Reset Era. From what I am seeing. I don't know. This is what I wrote down. It's from Reset Era. Sorry. I could have just pulled up. Why didn't I just pull up the... Either way, I'm going to pull up this link. So, the person pretty much says, the next Nintendo Direct will be on April 8th, 2021. Here are some of the first-party related things that will be in it. Switch Online revamp. Virtual currency coming back. N64... Game Boy Advance, DS, and GameCube games will be back, or will be added. There's going to be a Breath of the Wild 2 reveal. Game is called BOTW 2, 2021 release. Zelda is playable in certain parts. Then apparently there's going to be a Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. I'm already calling bullshit on that. Metroid from Nintendo, I'm already calling bullshit on that. But apparently there's going to be a Metroid Prime Trilogy HD reveal released in June 2021. Then after that, this anonymous person put Skyward Sword HD new trailer. Then this person put Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD ports announced for September 2021. Then we're going to have another Metroid game, Metroid 5, announced October 2021, developed internally by Nintendo. I'm calling bullshit on this, but okay. Let's play along with the Speculation Station. Metroid Prime 4, small teaser, says more to come in 2022. Splatoon 3 Blowout, a lot more new gameplay content revealed. Then after that, Next Level Games reveal Punch-Out 3 Ultra for Switch, and then this Nintendo Direct on April 8th of 2021 is going to end when Mario Odyssey 2 comes out in 2022. There will be third-party and indie stuff in it, like always, as well. This is the Speculation Station. Choo choo choo. I'm playing the music again. So that is the Nintendo Direct of April 8th of 2021. We are speculating that we will see a brand new online system for the Switch with N64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, Nintendo DS, GameCube, Breath of the Wild 2, or BOTW 2 in 2021, Metroid Prime Trilogy, Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Metroid V, Metroid Prime 4, Splatoon 3, Next Level Games Punch-Out 3, and Mario Odyssey 2. I can't wait. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We are going to watch a fucking Nintendo Direct. Yes, your boy is going to stream a Nintendo Direct on April 8th, and we are going to have a list, and we are going to see if this speculation is real or complete bullshit. I am calling 100% bullshit, and I cannot wait to call it out, and I hope you will come and watch me on twitch.tv/the Chronicles of Gamers, We are going to have so much fun as I pull up this list, and we are going to make fun of this anonymous person. Because I guarantee that direct ain't even going to have half of the shit that motherfucker is talking about. So, fuck it. I should play Speculation Station again. But unfortunately, it's that time of the show where we got to say goodbye. So before we do, you already know what time it is. It's time for shameless plugins. Go. The Chronicles of Gamers. You can just type us in on YouTube. Chronicles of Gamers. We're on Facebook. We're on SoundCloud. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're on YouTube. Just type in the Chronicles of Gamers on those devices, and you'll find us. And that's pretty much as simple as I can make it. Anyways, I'm done. I'm still laughing off that direct. This is just a funny episode. The kids want to be YouTubers and bloggers. No. No. Oh no, we gotta preserve games preservation, instead of just downloading it and trying to make a quick buck. Anyways though, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out of here before I crack up. Anyway, stay lit, y'all. And power to the gamers.